In this episode of Augusta Outdoors, we take you south to Statesboro, Georgia, to see raptors up close and personal at the Center for Wildlife Education and the Lamar Q. Ball Jr. Raptor Center at Georgia Southern University. Well, hello, Steve. Glad to meet you in person.
Well, good to meet you, Mark, and welcome to the Wildlife Center.
Thank you. I can't wait to look around. This is going to be great.
Well, come on board.
Thank you. Steve, this place is just fantastic. With all that's here, I mean, it's the huge grounds that you have here and all the different species of animals that you have here. How did this all begin?
Well, Mark, that's a great question, and one I don't tire of responding to, mainly because it's so personal to me. Georgia Southern, of course, home of the Eagles, and as a national symbol, our bald eagle. In 1990, a bird flew over the stadium during a playoff game. We were being televised, and they said, there's Georgia Southern's mascot. It turned out to be a turkey vulture. And being this much younger man at the time, and one who really engages the environment through the ancient sport of falconry, they knew I knew a thing or two about birds of prey. So anyway, long story short is that we looked to acquiring an eagle, and as that idea grew and indicative of a university, Georgia Southern being what they are, they said it needs to be educational. And so what we wound up doing over the course of 5 years is raising the $2.5 million to build really a one-of-a-kind environmental learning center. So that's the story, and it's a true story and a great story.
Well, Steve, this is Freedom. So tell me a little about this bird that we have here. It's a beautiful bird. This is a bald eagle up close and personal here.
It is. He is rather iconic, not only as our national symbol, but of course the school mascot. And we truly, Mark, had to put in our request to U.S. Fish and Wildlife. This is the most protected species, of course, in the nation and perhaps around the world. So we were on a waiting list, if you will, adoption waiting list, and we got Freedom now 9 years ago. And for the past 7 years, we are flying him at all of our football games. And what I think is so special about Georgia Southern, the last thing a student sees when they graduate is Freedom flying over him. So a lot of that's done. He has a hood on. We're going to introduce him. Is simply that we need to get him acclimated. And you can see the reason we have him. He has to be non-releasable. For him, it's his beak, is that there's an injury to the beak. But as we can see, Freedom, will you show him the wings? Show Mark the wings.
Holy cow.
Is that he has his wings intact, and yet he is still deemed to be non-releasable.
Yeah.
And you know, it's pretty special to build a wildlife center around our national symbol and kind of close the circle. A dream took flight, and here we are years later. We have in possession of a bald eagle that flies, and what a great educational tool.
He's a beautiful, beautiful bird. Tell me a little bit about this, the bald eagle itself, and this. There he is.
There you go. Now he's showing you Georgia Southern spirit. We call that.
Glad to meet you, Freedom.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm here with one of our eagle owls. This is one of our education birds that free flies around our amphitheater that you can see that I'm standing in. She's not native to North America. This is a Eurasian eagle owl, very closely related to the great horned owl, which is found here. But she is one of our stars. You can see she's a very large, impressive, very beautiful bird, and she's one of the ones that flies in our amphitheater from perch to perch, and she loves to fly right over people's heads, and very impressive bird. So birds of prey, obviously they kill with their feet, and specifically their talons. A lot of people call them claws, but they're technically called talons. Most people think that they're just long, round, pointy things, kind of like a nail, but they actually have different functions. If you can kind of see, you can zoom in possibly. One of them right here kind of has a knife edge, where this one right here, this #1 toe, is actually just kind of round like a nail. Designed for different reasons. The rounder one is designed more for holding. All of them are actually designed for holding, but the ones here with the knife-like edge is designed to damage the tissue more than just a solid round one. It's like having a knife edge, so you're going to damage organs, damage tissue much more efficiently with this one with a sharp edge, which helps with the efficiency of catching and killing their prey. Yeah, the grip, a lot of people know that they do have a very strong grip. People don't realize exactly how strong that they actually are. To give you a relationship, to compare it to a man, the strongest man, if he were to shake your hand and squeeze as hard as they could, they have about 130 to 150 pounds of pressure per square inch. This owl you're looking at actually has upwards of 800 pounds of pressure per square inch per foot. So very effective at dispatching their prey. And much like this bird, the great horned owl, which is found around here, is also incredibly powerful. And that's, like I said before, that nickname, Tigers of the Sky. They can they can kill animals much larger than themselves. For example, these owls here, these eagle owls, are known to take small deer, bobcat, and coyote-sized prey. And the great horned owl is going back to the skunk. They can dispatch their prey very, very quickly, so a skunk then never even has a chance to defend itself. Cats, very few birds of prey go after cats. Again, the great horned owl, because of that power, they can dispatch prey very, very quickly, so they can go after things that most animals would leave alone.
We've moved inside now here at the Wildlife Center, and we're here with Lou. Lou, thank you so much for meeting with us today and telling us a little bit about also the indoor section of the Wildlife Center. Tell us a little bit about where we are right now.
Okay, you are actually in our down-to-earth area. This is one component of our field trip and our field trips, and there's 3 different habitats here that the kids can explore. They learn what animals live there, what plants are found there. They do a great little scavenger hunt, and they learn a lot indoors about the outdoors. We have 5 of the 6 venomous snakes, and then we have other native snakes, rat snakes, corn snakes, the king snake. We also have a young baby alligator, as well as some aquatic turtles, some of your sliders, and a lot of taxidermy wildlife that they don't really get that up close and personal to in the wild, but they're able to here, and they really enjoy it.
Thank you so much for doing what you've been doing today. This is awesome, and thank you so much for having this facility here. We really enjoyed this trip.
We enjoy it and hope to see you back again.
Thanks again.